Welcome! Today, we're diving into the world of rental laws and how they serve as a shield for tenants. Whether you're renting your first apartment or have been a tenant for years, understanding these laws is crucial. Rental laws are designed to create a fair balance between landlords and tenants, ensuring that both parties know their rights and responsibilities. In this video, we'll break down the key ways these laws protect tenants, from security deposits to eviction procedures. Let's start by exploring the basics of rental agreements and why legal protections matter for renters everywhere. Rental laws are a set of regulations established by local, state, and federal governments to govern the relationship between landlords and tenants. These laws cover everything from how much a landlord can charge for a security deposit to the process for ending a lease. The main goal is to ensure that tenants have a safe, habitable place to live, and that landlords can manage their properties fairly. By setting clear rules, rental laws help prevent misunderstandings and disputes, making the renting experience smoother for everyone involved. One of the most important protections for tenants is the lease agreement. This document outlines the terms and conditions of the rental, including rent amount, payment due dates, and the length of the lease. It also details the responsibilities of both the landlord and the tenant. Having a written lease helps prevent disputes by making expectations clear from the start. If a disagreement arises, the lease serves as a reference point for resolving issues, ensuring both parties are treated fairly. Security deposits are a common part of renting, but laws strictly regulate how they're handled. Typically, landlords can only charge a certain amount, often 1 or 2 months' rent. Rental laws also require landlords to return the deposit within a specific time frame after the tenant moves out, minus any deductions for damages beyond normal wear and tear. These rules protect tenants from unfair charges and ensure transparency in the process. Rental laws require landlords to provide safe and habitable living conditions. This means the property must have working plumbing, heating, and electricity, as well as be free from serious hazards like mold or pest infestations. If a landlord fails to maintain these standards, tenants have the right to request repairs, or, in some cases, withhold rent until issues are resolved. These protections ensure that tenants aren't forced to live in unsafe or unhealthy environments. Tenants have a right to privacy in their homes. Rental laws typically require landlords to give advance notice, often 24 to 48 hours before entering the rental unit, except in emergencies. This notice allows tenants to prepare and ensures their personal space is respected. Unauthorized entry by a landlord can be a violation of the law, giving tenants grounds to take legal action if their privacy is repeatedly breached. Rental laws also protect tenants from discrimination. Landlords cannot refuse to rent to someone based on race, religion, gender, disability, or other protected characteristics. These anti-discrimination laws ensure that everyone has equal access to housing opportunities. If a tenant believes they've been discriminated against, they can file a complaint with the appropriate government agency, which will investigate and take action if necessary. In some areas, rent control laws limit how much landlords can increase rent each year. These measures are designed to keep housing affordable and prevent sudden, steep rent hikes that could force tenants out of their homes. While not all cities have rent control, where it exists, it provides significant protection for tenants, especially in high-demand housing markets. Eviction is a serious matter, and rental laws set strict rules for how and when a landlord can evict a tenant. Generally, landlords must provide written notice and a valid reason, such as non-payment of rent or lease violations. Tenants also have the right to contest an eviction in court. These protections prevent landlords from removing tenants without cause and ensure due process is followed. Rental laws specify how much notice landlords must give tenants before making changes, such as raising rent or ending a lease. This notice period varies by location, but is often 30 to 60 days. These requirements give tenants time to prepare for changes, find new housing if necessary, or negotiate with their landlord. It's a key protection that helps tenants avoid sudden disruptions. Tenants have the right to request repairs when something in the rental unit breaks or becomes unsafe. Rental laws require landlords to address these issues promptly. If repairs aren't made, tenants may have the right to withhold rent, make the repairs themselves and deduct the cost, or even break the lease without penalty. These rules ensure that tenants aren't left living in poor conditions. Rental laws protect tenants from retaliation by landlords. For example, if a tenant complains about unsafe conditions or exercises their legal rights, the landlord cannot evict them or raise the rent as punishment. These protections encourage tenants to speak up about problems without fear of losing their home. Security of tenure means tenants have the right to stay in their rental home as long as they follow the lease terms. Landlords can't evict tenants without a valid reason, and leases can't be ended early without proper notice. This stability is especially important for families and individuals who need to plan their lives with confidence. Rental laws require landlords to provide access to essential utilities like water, heat, and electricity. If a landlord fails to pay utility bills or intentionally shuts off services, tenants have legal options to restore them. These protections ensure that tenants always have the basic services they need for daily life. Even in areas without rent control, rental laws often require landlords to provide advance notice before increasing rent. This gives tenants time to budget or decide if they want to renew their lease. Sudden or excessive rent hikes are usually not allowed, protecting tenants from financial shocks. Some rental laws address whether tenants can sublet their unit or have roommates. These rules vary, but often require landlord approval. Clear guidelines help tenants understand their options and avoid violating their lease, which could lead to eviction. Knowing the law helps tenants make informed decisions about sharing their home. Rental laws may also regulate pet policies. While landlords can set rules about pets, they must make reasonable accommodations for service animals. Tenants with disabilities are protected by law, ensuring they can live with their service animals without facing discrimination or extra fees. Many rental laws require a move-in inspection to document the condition of the property before a tenant moves in. This protects both parties by providing a record of any existing damage. When the tenant moves out, the inspection report helps determine if any deductions from the security deposit are justified. When it's time to move out, rental laws outline the steps tenants and landlords must follow. This includes providing proper notice, conducting a final inspection, and returning keys. Clear procedures help ensure a smooth transition and protect tenants from unexpected charges or disputes. If disagreements arise between tenants and landlords, rental laws often provide ways to resolve disputes. This might include mediation, arbitration, or small claims court. These options give tenants a fair chance to have their concerns heard and resolved without expensive legal battles. Many communities have tenant organizations that help renters understand their rights and advocate for better protections. These groups can provide legal advice, support during disputes, and resources for tenants facing challenges. Being part of a tenant organization empowers renters to stand up for their rights. For tenants who can't afford a lawyer, legal aid services are available in many areas. These organizations offer free or low-cost legal help for issues like eviction, discrimination, or unsafe living conditions. Access to legal aid ensures that all tenants, regardless of income, can defend their rights. Rental laws often require landlords to provide receipts for rent payments and keep accurate records. This protects tenants by creating a paper trail that can be used to resolve disputes over missed payments or other issues. Keeping your own records is also a smart way to protect yourself as a tenant. Rental laws may limit how much landlords can charge in late fees if rent is paid after the due date. These limits prevent excessive penalties and ensure that tenants aren't unfairly burdened by financial setbacks. Knowing your rights about late fees can save you money and stress. Tenants are entitled to quiet enjoyment of their home, meaning they have the right to live without unreasonable disturbances. Rental laws protect tenants from harassment, excessive noise, or other disruptions caused by landlords or neighbors. If this right is violated, tenants can seek legal remedies. Landlords are often required by law to disclose certain information to tenants, such as the presence of lead paint or recent pest infestations. These disclosures help tenants make informed decisions and protect their health and safety. Failure to disclose can result in legal consequences for the landlord. Rental laws set rules for when and how landlords can enter a tenant's home for inspections, repairs, or showings. Advance notice is usually required, and entry must be at reasonable times. These rules protect tenants' privacy and prevent unnecessary disruptions. If a tenant leaves belongings behind after moving out, rental laws dictate how landlords must handle the property. Usually, landlords must store items for a certain period and notify the tenant before disposing of them. These rules protect tenants from losing valuable possessions. Fair housing laws are a cornerstone of tenant protection. These laws prohibit discrimination in renting based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, disability, or family status. They ensure that everyone has a fair chance to find a home and that landlords treat all applicants equally. Tenants have the right to organize and form associations to advocate for better living conditions and stronger protections. Rental laws protect tenants from retaliation for participating in these groups. Collective action can lead to positive changes in housing policies and practices. Rental laws require landlords to make reasonable accommodations for tenants with disabilities. This might include allowing service animals, installing ramps, or modifying policies to ensure equal access. These protections help ensure that all tenants can enjoy their home, regardless of physical ability. In some cases, tenants can withhold rent if the landlord fails to make necessary repairs. Rental laws outline the proper steps for doing this, such as providing written notice and allowing time for repairs. These rules protect tenants from living in unsafe conditions, while ensuring landlords have a chance to fix problems. Rental laws specify how and when a lease can be terminated by either the tenant or the landlord. Proper notice must be given, and certain reasons like military deployment or domestic violence may allow tenants to break a lease without penalty. These rules provide flexibility and protection for tenants facing unexpected life changes. Rental laws define what landlords can and cannot deduct from a security deposit. Only damages beyond normal wear and tear, unpaid rent, or cleaning costs can usually be deducted. Tenants have the right to an itemized list of deductions, ensuring transparency and fairness. Some rental laws give tenants the right to renew their lease under certain conditions. This prevents landlords from refusing to renew without a valid reason, providing stability and peace of mind for tenants who want to stay in their home. Rental laws may specify acceptable methods for paying rent, such as checks, electronic transfers, or money orders. These rules ensure that tenants have convenient and secure ways to pay, and that landlords can't require unsafe or unreasonable payment methods. Landlords are often required to provide receipts for each rent payment. This protects tenants by creating proof of payment, which can be crucial in resolving disputes or proving that rent was paid on time. Most rental laws prohibit landlords from raising rent during the term of a fixed lease. This ensures that tenants can budget confidently and aren't surprised by unexpected increases. Rent can usually only be raised when the lease is renewed. Tenants may be allowed to end a lease early in certain situations, such as job relocation, military service, or domestic violence. Rental laws outline the process and any penalties, ensuring tenants aren't trapped in unsafe or unworkable situations. In some places, rental laws require landlords to pay interest on security deposits. This means tenants get a small return on their deposit while it's held. These rules add another layer of fairness to the rental process. Some rental laws allow tenants to pay rent into an escrow account if the landlord fails to make repairs. The money is held until repairs are completed, motivating landlords to address issues quickly. This tool gives tenants leverage in repair disputes. Rental laws often prohibit landlords from shutting off utilities to force tenants out. This illegal tactic is known as a constructive eviction and can result in penalties for the landlord. Tenants have the right to uninterrupted essential services. When tenants move in or out mid-month, rental laws may require landlords to prorate rent. This means tenants only pay for the days they actually live in the unit, ensuring fairness in billing and preventing overcharges. Rental laws often require landlords to give advance notice if they don't intend to renew a lease. This gives tenants time to find new housing and plan their move, reducing stress and uncertainty. Understanding rental laws is essential for every tenant. These laws are designed to protect your rights, ensure fair treatment, and provide a safe place to call home. By knowing your rights and responsibilities, you can confidently navigate the rental process and address any issues that arise. Remember, knowledge is power, so stay informed and protect yourself as a tenant.